We got a ton of reaction to it. And surprisingly, it was like the Jennifer Aniston "What's in My Bag" uh, segment that Tim, the celebrity makeup artist, and I took apart, and we were making fun of her, me more than Tim, for everything she pulled out of the bag was like another like sponsorship she's involved in. You half expecting her to pull out like I don't know hair extensions or whatever. So this email. I love this email. The headline. This troublemaker needs to be anonymous. It's the real parens not so nice Jennifer Aniston. Hi, Maureen and team. I greatly enjoyed your last episode regarding Jennifer Aniston's complete inability to be authentic, and I think I know why she can't be. At the height of her friend's career, now this troublemaker has a relative and sent me an off the record, very detailed timeline with names and dates, and it all tracks. That's why I'm reading it. Again, this is just this troublemaker's report. I can't vouch for it. This troublemaker says they have a close relative who worked for Jen. I quote, at the height of her friend's career, Jennifer Aniston was less than nice to many people. Again, queens of nice, beware. In fact, she enjoyed being an instigator, like at her own wedding to one Brad Pitt, wherein she repeatedly joked, again, just this troublemaker's report, about the number of previous abortions she'd had in front of Pitt's conservative Oklahoman mother, laughing about it while his mother was nearly driven to tears. That's right. Pitt's mother, who I believe died recently, was conservative, and he's from the Midwest. Jennifer also enjoyed pushing the buttons of the genuinely kind Courtney Cox. I've heard this firsthand that Courtney is a lovely person. And those of her then husband, David Arquette, who regularly came on set to watch and support his wife. This seemed to especially irk Aniston because the Cox-Arquette marriage was seen as genuine and everyone there regularly said so. At the same time, Pitt wasn't welcomed as a supportive spouse on set, aside from his Thanksgiving guest spot on the show, because Pitt would have eclipsed too many other egos, namely Aniston's. That is dark stuff. I think this is why authenticity isn't an option. With Jen, it's a portrait of Dorian Gray kind of situation between reality and persona. So smart water ads it is. Thanks for all you do, our troublemaker in chief. Thanks for you sending that incredible piece of intel. Hey, Maureen, this is regarding Jen Aniston again. Several commenters on YouTube mentioned Jen's slurring speech and non-mobile mouth. That is from her endless surgeries. You guys loved our mini with Dr. Yoon, who said he believes it's from injectables, and the same with Courtney Cox's, and I disagree. I've had conversations with people in the field who say that is a surgical intervention, a lower facelift that is irreversible. And I believe the latter. I'm not a professional. I respectfully disagree with Dr. Yoon because it causes such a speech impediment for these actresses that if they could reverse it, they would have. Returning to our troublemaker from Brookhaven, New York, Jennifer Aniston is so pulled, she's paralyzed. No Botox in her bag. She's so full of it. Does she really think we believe her BS about sleep and smart water? No. Hi, M. Your H here. Troublemaker H. Here's what's in my bag. I know you're dying to know, but forgot to ask. Colon. A big fluffy pillow for a good night's sleep, a bottle of air for me to breathe, a psychiatrist for my mental well-being, a lighter and some accelerant, yes, Ryan, just for you, and the biggest bottle of water ever, because who doesn't want to carry around an extra 45 pounds? Dear Maureen. Greetings from Botswana, Africa. Hello. As we were collectively repulsed by Jennifer Aniston performatively rifling through that bag stuffed with her products for sale, I think that we couldn't get past the absolute nonsense that this was her bag full of things she always carries. We, and this troublemaker means the collective we, troublemakers, are wearied by the quote, staged authenticity of it all. I love this reference, and I've never heard of this person. The anthropologist Dean McCannell coined the phrase when studying how tourists desperate for an authentic experience of another culture would offer money to find out how, quote, the other really lived. I think this is known as poverty tourism. Understandably, people were more than happy to oblige and began offering fake experiences of authentic life for a fee. This is exactly what aging celebrities are peddling to us today. Fake experiences, real products for sale. Agreed. Whoa, that blew right back on me. Is that a metaphor? Okay. This is about today's mini nerve. Again, plastic surgery. A future episode would be to include a menu cost of monthly/yearly maintenance for non-invasive procedures. This is a great idea. We're going to do an episode about stuff like this in the near future, but you have to note, so it's going to vary, like where you are, the doctor you're going to, etc. But this troublemaker, Susan, says, I would love to do a Fraxel laser myself, but a package of treatments costs $2,500, which I don't have. I can't even afford Botox. Jane Fonda has been the only honest celebrity about this. She once responded in an interview about how great she looks with, quote, it takes a lot of money. Right on, Jane. I mean, you got to give her credit. She is telling the truth about that. Hi, Maureen. Another Brit here. Found you through my dislike of the Markles and stayed for everything else. It's the gateway drug, isn't it? The dislike of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Anyway, this troublemaker, Sue, this is vis-a-vis Alec Baldwin. My husband is a truck driver, or lorry driver, as we call them here, on very large trucks. He's also the driver, assessor, and trainer for his company. He says one of the biggest cause of accidents involving large vehicles and also trucker deaths, which we don't hear enough about, is from accidents caused by car drivers cutting up trucks or cutting them off due to impatience and bad road positioning, as Alec Baldwin no doubt did. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you, troublemaker. Dear Maureen, I have been, this is a repeat offender. We love repeat correspondence. We've got a bunch of you who are regulars, and we love it. I have been based in Memphis for 15 years now, spending many weeks there every year, and have never gone to Graceland. But thanks to your interview of Donna Presley, that beautiful woman, I am now making it a top priority to go check out Elvis's beloved home. And when you do, this is Paulino, troublemaker Paulino, buy the highest price ticket you can afford. I have done Graceland, and I did like the highest price, like the all package ticket. And I luckily wound up, just by circumstance, I basically had a private tour guide because nobody else was in my group. And the big one lets you see everything. It lets you see the archives of like the warehouses on site where Elvis's the TVs shot out are stored, the cars are stored, a lot of the wardrobe is stored. And then you can actually board his 2 private planes. And it's incredible to do, because what really strikes you when you do it is how small everything feels, and the juxtaposition of Elvis's celebrity and being the biggest star on the planet, and then the hold he still has on the American psyche today. And you get in this like private plane, the Lisa Marie, and it just feels so small. And it shifts everything you think about celebrity and fame and culture, and just the sort of evanescence of that, and what we're sort of told it means and should be valued at versus what it really is. It'll blow your mind. Do it. Now, Paulina says regarding Ryan Reynolds, that beady-eyed rat creep with the soulless smirk of an arsonist feigning a smile, please consider making a little space next to him for Blake in the Nerve woodshed. Not often will you come across a couple where both belong on Chipper Row. I like that. Chipper Row. I would put them in solitary, though. I would separate those two. Now, Paulino also said, Paulino wrote in, he's an airline pilot. The fact that you think airline pilots who have been unionized labor these many decades are not blue collar is fantastic. We like believing that ourselves, even us cargo dogs. Hello, reporting from Central Ohio. My local Target has Hoda's book for 30% off already. Lots of copies available with a screenshot. Amazing. We love it. final email, an Irish hello. Hi, Maureen, a devoted troublemaker here, originally from Yonkers, New York, saying hello from County Cork, Ireland. I know you're a fan of Cillian Murphy, a former Kokorian. I am a fan of Cillian Murphy's. I wondered if you would ever do some sort of anti-wood chipper segment. Here's a guy who's doing it right segment. We absolutely would. And, I always, from time to time in the show, I like to weave in the people and the things that I am absolutely a fan of. And I think the Substack is also going to be a great place for that, where I'm going to be able to put like the things and the people I loved and the people who did it right in the culture this week. We saw him on Graham Norton being an absolute legend, like shining it on as Taylor Swift, that 16-year-old showed, the quarterback gave her the class ring. So she loved that. And then she saw a recent clip of him on Instagram talking about his favorite books. Would you ever consider doing a segment on Irish dudes getting it right? Yeah, I would. My favorite Irish dude of all time is Bono. So there you go. Jones Road Beauty has revolutionized makeup routines for good. Created by makeup legend Bobbi Brown, their products are lightweight, they blend easily, and they give you an effortless look that doesn't look like makeup. The creamy lip pencils are perfectly bold without being overdone, and they last throughout the day. Miracle Balm, the hero product, is an all-in-one tint that can be used as a highlighter, blush, or bronzer to give your skin that flushed, fresh, healthy glow. What sets Jones Road apart is the simplicity. It's just high quality, versatile products made with clean ingredients, no toxins, no junk. Plus, it's American made, and it's named after Jones Road out in my stomping grounds in East Hampton. If you're ready to give Jones Road Beauty a try, use code NERVE at jonesroadbeauty.com and get a free gift with your purchase. jonesroadbeauty.com, code NERVE.